It means that they're starving like they've been hungry for a long time, and then they suffer from malnutrition. It looks very scary. It was also the first time in my life that I'd seen it. What it's like to be Cambodian. That girl, she has a fever. So it's being taken care of by Comrade a Vulture as a nurse. And look at that girl, she's Cambodian. However, the same human form, it is hungry. But look, I think that girl must have grown up too. She's also pretty. Not bad. That's it. There it is. I'll hand it over to the battalion. I don't know if the battalion is. We don't know where to send them. That's it. Go ahead. That morning, we were on dry rations. It's called dry wage breakfast. We're going to start the march. We were marching when we discovered the front. There is a farm. It's also small. It's a long vertical. That's what we call vertical. I don't even know what the name is. Well, it starts with when we deploy the formation, we start to roll up. And so it goes, it starts shooting. We were 2 battalions at the time, not a few troops. It was actually missing at the time. 2 battalions, so it's a force. It's very powerful. And the one in the back is when that's what I noticed. It's the company. The gun is already in the back. If there is a situation, it's that fire company that's going to fire right away. Support. Let's volunteer. So we're right up against that backdrop. In general, there are only degrees in that font. More than 10 posts. It's about that. It starts being it. It's sprinting. So he found us. He shot. He just shot and ran away. Not much. Then we pursued it. In general, there are 2 names. The first platoon, they killed 2 guys. Then we got 2 guns, but it's not a gun. AK, that gun is AK-6BA gun. Not a gun. It's kind of like it's militia. Not the regular army. And the other guy, he ran away. So we started out as, into that farm. Both battalions are in that farm. It's right in that pot. It was also the first time in my life that I had stepped on Cambodia. The commune house of Cambodia is what it's like. Then I will comrades. Fighting on Cambodian soil is comrades are very clear. But about my children, or those who haven't fought there, I don't know what a commune is. And it's also the first time I've ever seen that. Is that in the FUM? It's also very clean. It's also very neat. But those 2 blocks are the ones who benefit by the leaves. With coconut leaves. And Ken is all bamboo. The stool lies. Ken is all bamboo because the area is very bamboo. People praise with bamboo. It's 2 blocks. Then each block has to be about 100 meters long. That's 2 rows. Then get in there. There's another group of people in there. This is a group of about 40 people. Is also in that farm. When we came in, the people, when they saw us, they were almost blue-eyed. Then they don't understand what heads and tails are. Let them bow down. My soldiers are also in trouble. Actually, look at the Cambodian people. It's mostly old women. Old man kid. I didn't see a young man or a girl who's a young man. I only see old people. They just get down on their knees. It starts with us. Search in that FUM. I don't see anything either. In addition to the pans with the collective cooking stove. But I don't see anything called. It's worth being in that pot. I remember at the time that in my company, there were 2 soldiers were from Ngion, meaning they spoke Khmer. You should ask that CA guy. People have just said that. The good force, and when we did it, it drove people. It drives people to follow the pots. Then it comes here, to this FUM. He stopped so that he would think he would go on tomorrow. But I didn't realize we were going so fast. So it didn't get to the people. There is the post force. It's better than running away. And the people force. This Cambodian is staying in the FUMith. Then the company started to raise you. And the units are organizing you to race. Start cooking porridge for people to eat. It's cooking a big porridge pan. Let's give everyone a little to eat. And I said, watch people eat. I tell you the truth, it's like you've never eaten. Eating like a hungry ghost. I can see both pity and fear. It's because people are afraid of the shape. Then finish eating and drinking. There is an old man. If you're in that CA crowd, just look at me. He keeps looking at me. I said, why does this guy keep looking at me? Everywhere I go, he looks at me. Then I called that soldier back with me. When asked, he stood up and said, he just let us go. We follow him, but Theo followed Theo, but we always did. Follow him and go to the place. It's called the Fum Edge, and there it has a niche. Then he points in there, and oh, he just floats. I tell comrades with real tell. You just look at it and it's disgusting. It's a niche, it's about 10 fresh corpses. That looks like blood. In general, it's all used with sticks. It hits the head. That's where he takes the hard stuff. He smashes it all over the head. The blood, the brain, the gaping hole in the hole. It's at the edge of that spray. He's just there, he said. I don't understand what you're saying. It's a soldier. And Jian people that photo. And again, there's his wife in there. Last night I went to this place. In general, his people also. It's kind of like it's against the AI. It's against the AI. Is to look at a niche where there are only human bodies. Then I felt it. I would say it is a dead country. A real country, I would say, is a system. Posted is awesome. He is cruel to his own people. It's not someone else. So my thought at the time was, I thought I was getting into this fight. I have to say, it's too barbaric, too horrible. After giving the group, the Cambodians finished their porridge. Well, every little bit leaves a little bit of food. Then we were ordered to continue our march, because it was so fast, very quickly, very quickly. It's too coordinate with other units. Release this disease. So it's almost our time to go and search. It's almost continuous. I rarely get a break. Those are the stories that I saw when I steps to Cambodian soil to beat them.
Thì những cái gì tôi thấy được, tôi biết được ở chiến trường Campuchia thì tôi kể lại cho các đồng chí nghe, rồi cho các bạn nghe. Thì hôm đó thì chúng tôi cũng vẫn hành quân như mọi ngày bình thường. Thì tôi còn nhớ ngày hôm đó là sang ngày mùng 5 rồi.
Is that we're cut off on the road? That road is the red dirt road. It's also very big and straight. Then we're cut off to be the God of speed. Troops to fight liberation on the edge of the sea. Then it's just brothers who go away a lot of time. It is called continuous operation and pursuit. The time, to be honest with you, is very short. It's mostly marching. And I have rubber slippers. What I'm telling you is to go and die. He's dead. He's bleeding. It hurts. But you have to try. A whole march like that. And as we march up the highway, there were companies, fire trucks, what units. They also pulled the cannons. To that area is every one by one. You guys are really happy to see our soldiers. Overall, it looks great. When the guns are increased, I don't know which units they belong to. It's people, ta-ta. The wings of the Asian army are drawn very crowded. Then it's a mistake. Let us go, usually forever. It takes about 9 p.m. for the new lineup to stop. To eat rice, to eat water with rest for health. And then it's almost morning, and we have to keep marching. I remember when I went to the top one, that road, there is a third way. That A fork BA is. One direction is. That's one direction where it's cheap. According to that road, if you keep going straight, it will go to the village, collect. The one on the right-hand side is. The direction of the Labyrinth River is there to cut death straight to Asia. It's called the ferry. It was me. It was me. Or it was me. Comrade Fun is known to stretch the map wrong. Sometimes just turn on the map of wrong. Yes, I know that too. Is with. When people talk to each other, I am a soldier. So it's also good to hear more. Actually, Ra is comrade in arms. They also like us very much. So I also tend to look at maps with my ears closed. I also know that some things are like that. That's when I remember comrade. Wind is still popular. Is ban only. The company badge is still popular with our soldiers. At that time, it was the legions. People have crossed the river and overtaken the shore of the ferry deafness. People have overtaken. People were chasing the post and it ran. According to the press release at the time, that's a unit of Din Post. It's also very crowded. I don't remember whether it was the BA or the 4th. If he fights, he runs away. He runs to our province. That's it. There is a huge post force. So it runs to the province of Ta Keo. We are. When we know what to be able to accomplish the task is, I can only rest until 3 o'clock in the morning. Is, I push back the rebels and then we cut the road. We didn't walk that road anymore. We were cheat. I remember turning left and going up a degree. 10 kilometers away, there's a small lake. That I remember. On the left is a small lake, but I don't know the place. I don't know where his name is. I don't know. According to the technical stations, as well as single popular taste, our mission is to prepare ourselves to meet the enemy. The situation is also very difficult, so we're still motivated to try. Move quickly to surround the remnants of the Bon Po Way, because it's like a news station. The force is also very large. Then we cut the road and we're going to the direction. On the left, go to the left. Then you see a road that's big. And then we're done. And we cut right to the right. That's it. Follow that road, we go up. I'm really very understanding with you guys. That is, at that time, the place where it is. We're actually soldiers, so it's impossible to know. At night we can only march through. You can go to the end of that day. Then we went all the way to the end of the night. There is also a third. It's called something there. I don't remember. It seems like the Highway 2 or something like that. There's another fork there. It's going like that. All of a sudden, there's an order to stop the entire squad. This whole big team is stopping. Stop it, according to the scout. It's the whole army post. It's concentrated in a mountain. I remember that and now this is our unit. It is a test to move quickly, to fight the enemy on that mountain. You get the job done. The commander urged us to tell the truth. You guys are walking and running. I'm really talking to you guys. Those who are weak look miserable. Brothers, people carrying guns look very miserable. My health is unbeatable. Generally speaking, it is also I'm tired, but I can take it. Then you guys are going to be ready to go. To get close enough to fight the remnants of the post. Then go. If you run like that, go to a near afternoon the next day, about 2 p.m. In the front, scout people lead the way. So in the front, we've been watching. I can see that there is a mountain. That's according to the scouting station, as well as the engineering station. Then the time. We were actually soldiers at the time. It's just listening to the level. That's the popular badge. We overhear each other and keep hearing each other. That's all I'm saying. What about the catch is that we're actually soldiers. We don't know. I only know the stories of my company. And you know where you go from time to time. At that time, they moved to Cambodia. Really, comrades, is that everything is strange to us. Then, in the blur, there was a mountain of earth in front of it. Then we also kept going, so just march up. Split the formation. Nose is to start marching up. It's so close that the mountain starts to stop. Then it was really with the comrade is up to the place. The golden sun is. Then the commander is the end, is the beginning, is the division of wings. Split nose digging fortifications, generally speaking. No one has to dig. Not digging is master fun. You kicked your ass, so they have to dig. You have to deploy a squad. But at first when we went to Cambodia, it's really about finding where you are. But this area seems to be, as I see it, it's serious. So the commander who came was the commander who ended the army was very happy. So we brothers just have to dig a fighting hole. Personal. It's there. Lying there was actually a whole night for you guys. We can't sleep. It's called continuous movement, and so the lineup moves through the night. It's just moving up and then stopping and starting again. Just keep on inching and inching up. Then it was, maybe as our scout reported, the Pol Force. It's still living in that mountain, on that hill. Then as we get close, up that mountain, it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean at night, but we can still see that mountain. That means there's only about a degree left, probably about a degree. I estimate it's less than a kilometer. We will reach the foot of that mountain. The formation continues to stop. They made us dig again. Works to tell you the truth. It was almost hell. The power is almost exhausted. Very tired. But for the sake of safety, you have to dig. I tell you the truth, when I turn to you, it's dry season battle hole, and it's very hard. You just need a hole to bury the person in. Okay. Then that was my battalion. Is to begin with popular missions until one company at a time, and then company by company, they start spreading the mission. Then the platoon went back to the platoon. Is that the situation? The one ahead on that mountain. It's that Bobby force that's got to give battalions its in. Up on that mountain. It was almost morning when we were also under pressure. Up close there is my company. My CBA is ordered to be around the back of that dirt hill that's for loose catch. Then it actually says a C. It was probably about 33 at the time, not many. If you go around clinging to that dirt hill, generally speaking, it is safe not to be exposed. Then until the light comes out a little, I just look closely. There, that hill is about 10 hertz. On the hill, it's mostly the old tree, and the one on the edge. The mountains and the earth are mostly shrubs, with the dust covering the thorns. It is very clear to observe during the day, and from that mountain, it's got a D. But it's the D system, the irrigation works of the Cambodian side, and people do very well. Then from that mountain, it's got a D, is to go straight to another farm. I don't know what it is, but it's connected to that mountain. Then my company has a mission to serve. Bots in that one D. Well, that means loose pickup. That's it. The task is Comrade Fun. It was popular for us. Yes, we remember well. I remember the sentence you gave him. Popular for us. It's our company's job to unleash the enemy. When it started, the whole regiment attacked the mountain. It's going to run out in our direction, and it's running out our direction. The second task is also what the task is. If the enemy is on the other side and he ran after the levy, let it support the forces in the mountain. Well, my company is also on a mission to intercept. That's called cutting, to break up the formation of Bob Raw. That's the second mission. And the third mission, I can't forget. That's the mission. If the force, well, our units hit that mountain. If you can't volunteer, they can't be captured. Well, our company is to drill deep into that mountain. It's always a mountain. The truth with you guys is that it's just a little bit lame, but it's not very tall. It's mostly old trees. That's the mission. That's when Comrade Fun delivered us to each of us. It's at every squad level. It was me. It was squad officer should be. I'm aware of that mission. So when you lead the army, if we get to that D street again, we are. The point is to keep the secret. And the phone post didn't know we were there. At that time, Comrade Fung was divided into three noses according to the shape of the dice. It means that the formation is always, if something goes wrong, that we should always be able to support each other. But actually, we were all veterans at the time. If you fought at the border, you're a veteran. What comrades? In general, it is good to fight the enemy. General's view is that my company is a very hard company. He's also very good at shooting post. It should be assured by the battalion. Give us the task of picking up the hammock. Then we, if it's safe to get there, start with formation. So let's start lying down. Lie down and wait on that levee. Then in the morning, it will start to be the cannon of the cannon. The mortar is a long-range cannon. I don't know how many glasses the cannon is. I don't know. Let's start by shooting at that dirt hill. Then 120 and 82. The 60 mortar is that it's constantly hammering at that hill is about 10 hertz. That's like shooting for about 20 minutes. So it starts with us on the side of the road, at the back of the hill, and that's to start by hearing the volunteer sound of the troops. I'm shouting at the sky. At that time, it was to hit the mountain with there is a battalion in reserve. That's according to the strategy that was me I was. Soldiers, but I guess so. Because that's when you fight. There must be one. It's a unit called the reserve, to be ready to give back to the nose. I know that's true. It's called a shout from the sky. It's called a shout from the wind. I shot up that mountain. Army wrong. So, starting with the troops, the suit starts on the hill and it's shooting down. Is when we're in the back, behind this spray, we can still see the DK bullet tracks. It shoots down from the mountain. Shoots straight down, down, down and into the field. Down to the formation we're all about. And then it's mortar. And in general, it's individual firepower. It's also very burning. See what your units are up against. It's like fighting the postman. We're the ones watching. So the bullets are from both sides. He shot back and forth and said, "Comrades are." That's flashing. It's flashing. And then it starts banging and banging and banging together. But I have to say that at that time, our firepower, almost overwhelmingly shot. The shot is very strong. Then I see no volunteers. Then I didn't hear any more volunteers. I guess at the time, the thing that my firepower is very strong. Our army is more than the vote. But the terrain is me. I'm not as good as it is. It is on the high ground that our soldiers move the field. It should not be an attack. That means I've heard about my third volunteer and still can't hit that hill. It's the pulp that's concentrated there. Its firepower up there is also very strong. So its ability to shoot back is also very powerful. Then shut up and go to the river. You hear the sound of bullets and they explode. Shoot from the foot of the hill. Go to the top of the hill and shot down from the top of the hill. And we're here to hear it very clearly. At that time, Comrade Fung said when there was, the order is, our team has to dig deep into that hill too. It means that go into close combat with the bolts on that hill. But fortunately, that situation is that we don't. It is not used to. Then start hearing the gunshot again, and it's quiet again. Both sides are quiet. There are only the ones. The regiment's mortar is fired up a lot. In fact, we're sitting here and it's also bumpy. Nervous, but also worried that I didn't know it was. The direction of the regiment is to fight. I am very worried and have not seen the boss. He left the ground. That mountain, it's running towards us. That means they haven't turned on the latch. They haven't run. I'm also aware of that. I didn't know it was then. I don't know what bullet we fired, but there's a pillar of smoke. There's a yellow column of smoke. It's that it burns on that hill, so it burns. That yellow smoke. I didn't know it was me. What bullet did we shoot? So I don't know. Look at the smoke that's coming up. The building looks very beautiful. Yellow, yellow, orange looks very beautiful. So to begin with, and naturally, we are. You can see it very clearly. It's because the hill is low during the day, but the direction we're on the levee is also high. So when you look at that hill, it's very clear. I suddenly saw a flash. It's kind of like lightning. That's it. It exploded on that hill. It exploded, but it exploded in the air. It fell to the ground, and it didn't explode. But every time it flashes, it's horrible. It's flashing and it's jerking. So when I see such a thing, I see silence, about to be 8 minutes later. Then start firing those bullets. It's all exploding at the top of the tree, the shells. I don't know what cannon I was using. I don't know. But it's all exploding in the treetop. You see firecrackers coming and exploding on the top of the tree. It's flashing and it's daytime. The lightning it sees is called looking, and it's still white. Lightning and the explosions are very loud landslides. I didn't know at the time, what bullets are they using in the artillery unit? Until much later, I asked. I just knew. That cannon is a shooting cannon. The American cannon. That means it exploded on top, and it took the piece down. Let's start by stopping the cannon, and when that shooting is over, what starts is my army fun. By the time the gun is fired, I really saw the fire of the police. The boots are very weak. It's likely that there's a lot of damage. So it starts out as it is. He left that hill. He ran. He pulled the plug. He ran. Is to start seeing it coming our way. To begin with, he ran up on the side of the levee, and he ran out. Out in the field means it's running. It's running around. Ra doesn't have a formation. It's running mixed up. The one that faces us, it runs. About 7 to 8 guys. That at that time, high is comrade fun. They don't let him shoot so he gets close enough to shoot. Don't shoot early. Let's get to about 15 to 20 meters and shoot, because that's what we picked up. The post. He knows where we are. The group of 7, the 8 guys he ran across the levee were shot. I shot them all down in the field. Almost the whole group is dead. So after we fire it, it reveals its target, and then it starts. Comrade fun. They started shouting by scanning. It starts with pursuit. That's what they do. Theo, we shoot. Just see which group is shooting that group. In general, it's to stay in there. It's very crowded. But that day, it's got to be said that our company is fighting. Chasing is also very good. Lots of posts there. Then it's broken. Raw is it running? It runs even if I tell you the right comrade. I said without a word, it's running. It doesn't detect that our troops are still in uniforms. Are still chasing there. There are people who die in front of their My gun is only about 7 to 8 meters. It's running close to that level. It was the spirit of the Pon-Pons that panicked. It's because we were run out the next way. Another surprise hit, so it's running out of steam. And that's the direction. Let's start by listening to the direction. Start volunteering up that hill. It's called a pulse. I'm telling the comrade it's a blast. It's like a football field. The sound of our soldiers shouting to overwhelm the bobcats like that. Then we're just going to keep going. I see it on the left as well. There are some posts you can see on the right. That means it's running around. Group 1 to 3 guys is so we are. We're really proactive. So we're just going after it. Chill means we hit the one. The battle was that we had to chase there. Above the one. That area is probably about an hour away. Then the gun starts to go off. So let's start with, the whole company we were at that time was almost, it's not a squat anymore, that you were also ham. He saw that the bobcats were losing and he ran. It is also ham. So just shoot. I remember a guy I shot dead. Closest to me is about 5 meters away. I shot him dead. If I shoot him, I get a 9mm7. With a bullet vest, his vest is on his game, and those 3 bullets. The bullet is like a bullet. M7 is right, you know. It's like a chicken egg. I took his bullet vest, too. I just picked up a 9mm7. The other directions are on the hill. We're not up either. The unit I'm still chasing. In other units, people are people. People are being chased. Then we don't know. That the direction of my company, more than 20 people were shot by our company. There were more than 20 people killed on the spot. That's the direction we picked up. So they said, in general, we won that battle. That's a win-win. I don't even know what your units are. There are certainly sacrifices. The time when our army, I think there is a sacrifice, too, but I don't know that very well. You know, it's a radio station. Report to the unit. That battle is what? The regiment we're killing is over 100. That boss is the news station. I don't even know if it's the weight. Died a lot or not, I don't know. But the direction of my company, we can count the bodies and collect weapons. More than 20 names. Then the time our squad swept around, stop there, then we start to shock the team, and then we'll reinforce the formation, and then check the numbers to keep moving. That's when I remember Comrade A. 2nd Division Political Commissar. I remember Comrade's name was too. Division Political Commissar on BABA 9. It's down to the battlefield, shaking our hands, and I remember that. Give my brothers about one medicine. Give my company about a drug. That tobacco plant is to encourage the spirit of brothers. I don't know where you're going. Then we'll start with the squad, and then we start marching through that D. It was still the company we were leading. Going through the D is going to a FUM. Go to a pot over there. That's the battle on the mountain in that glue. I also want to tell you the comrades is like when the unit, Master BA9 with the regiment hit through the glue that to liberate the East. Well, actually, it was mostly us fighting. The remnants. It's mainly the punpits that run away. And glue. I told my friends that we had to go to December. Next month BA soldiers BA9 we are sacrificed. It's a lot in that wretched land. That's until March is when the Southwest Military District of Pol Pot at 8. It recaptured that glue. It's recapturing the glacier. It's stockpiling troops. Those are the divisions. 3 or 4 divisions of the Southwest Asian Military District led by the bad guy. That's what the 9-year BA unit was. I have to go back. Let's get that glue back, guys. Other units are very much focused on that to fight Bon troops in Tokyo. I tell my comrades, these are the biggest battles in Cambodia. When it starts to go back to smashing glue, then I'm going to tell him one by one. One step at a time, for you as well as your comrades. My friend, listen back and remember those memories. I also look forward to your comrades in my unit. You know this fight and you know what? The route that our unit goes to fight. On Cambodian soil. I also hope that you guys have some ideas. Or bring it up to let me remember more. Let me tell you the stories of our soldiers fighting on Cambodian soil. And finally, please, hello comrades, hi all, and I wish you well and happy.